back to Residence Homestead. You might have seen in another video showing our homestead update where Andy's put together some veggie patches for me. They're not the end results, we will go bigger, but for now it'll be more than enough for our summer veg. We're a little bit late off the mark. We're in a warm zone. We're in South Australia, so it's a Mediterranean zone where we are. Victoria and South Australia coming round, we're all zone 4. So we are in a warm zone, but there's a few things we can do to get seeds going. I've been a little bit cranky because I've seen a few things on Facebook groups and things like that, advertising permaculture courses and things, and you know that there's a real art to it and all the rest of it. No, it's not. Our grandparents did it, our great-grandparents did it, and you can do it, and it's really easy to plant seeds, and what's the worst that can happen? So just honestly, give it a go. What I've got here is just a variety of things to get my seeds started. So you will have something in your recycle bin, in your rubbish bin, in your cupboard. So, you know, I mean, obviously this one at some stage has been bought and we've chucked it in the shed. We've got egg cartons, we've got plastic containers that probably had cucumbers in them. You know, strawberry punnets, they're all cardboard related, so they won't get used again, but that's okay because I've got a hot tip for you so you don't have to handle your seedlings so much. So, buying seeds. You can go and buy seeds, but please ask your family and friends and your neighbours first. People love to share seeds, and you'll buy seeds like this, but keep the packet when it's empty, and then you'll be able to refill it, because when you grow a cucumber you will have some seeds that you can dry out and pop in your packet. So once you've bought seeds, quite often you don't need to buy seeds again because you can collect up your own seeds, and that's how you keep them going. So some here are bought, some are borrowed. It really is an odd collection of seeds, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. I do have some of McLaren Vale online seeds. They're in the zone next to us. Why I'm showing you these, she's an awesome lady selling seeds from her garden. She's just got a normal size garden. But, you know, if you're looking at buying seeds and you're not sure what to buy and when to grow, if you buy from someone nearby to you, these obviously grew well for her and she's got the seeds and now she's selling them. So I know that there's a good chance that these will probably be okay to grow where I live. So that's another little seed tip for you. Next thing I've done, so I've got some composted soil. You can buy it. You can pick some nice dark soil out of your garden from a good composted spot. Don't do it under a gum tree though, that can often cause a few little problems. Then I've just got some sticks from a workshop I did. I don't normally buy these sticks, but I had them. You can use anything, old paddle pop sticks, old cutlery that you don't use anymore, anything. Just write what you're plonking in, so when it starts to grow, you know the best spot to replant it if you want to get into that. So all I've done is gone through my seeds, what we like, what we enjoy, and written on a stick what I'm going to plant, and then just place these out to make it easier for you guys basically. So the great thing when you use cardboard, and this is my tip, is that you can just literally cut this or pull it apart and plant it exactly like just into your veggie patch where you want it. You don't need to scoop your seedlings out. This one, plastic, I'm going to need to scoop the seedlings out of it when they're ready to be replanted. These ones, this is going to start breaking down because I'm going to keep this soil this damp. So you can see there's no water squeezing out of it, but when I squeeze it, it kind of clumps together a little bit, but there's no water dripping out of it, and that's how damp I'm going to keep these seedlings all the time. Now I'm out in one of our veggie patches, but if you haven't decided where you're planting your seeds yet, and you've got a bit of time to decide, just try and keep them in a space that doesn't get all day sun. If you're in Adelaide, you know, you want to think about either getting a morning or an afternoon sun, one or the other. So these guys get shaded by the house for most of the morning, and then they get all the afternoon and evening sun. This I picked up from Aldi. I think it was like $40. They had it in their catalogue. it's not something you have to have, it's just an added bonus. So all I'm doing, these are where the seeds are going to grow out, so I might as well keep them close to where they're going to be. That way if they disintegrate or whatever, it's easier. You can keep it in an old drawer, pick one up off the side of the road. You know, it makes a perfect tray, and you could just keep them in there and just lightly water them in there, but I'm plonking them all into one, and then I can put that shade house down on really hot days and keep it nice, or when the weather starts to cool later in the season, then I can pop it down at night to extend that growing season of my seedlings. So it just adds a little bit of flexibility for us. So all I'm doing is popping the seeds in, keeping that soil damp. I'm not going to tell you how often to do it because it'll depend how hot your area is and how windy it is and all the rest of it. Just remember that, you know, squeezing your soil and how damp you want it, and just try and keep it that damp. You might just give it a sprinkle in the morning or afternoon. Choose a time that suits you and you can relax and enjoy it. So that's the simple steps to getting your seedlings started, and join us as we talk through each of the steps of your seedlings with you. If you're not going to do it for a couple of weeks, don't worry. There's flexibility in it. You'll have a shorter growing season, but you'll have a growing season. We're really lucky in Australia. We can really extend our summer growing season right up to that first frost. So if you think about that first really cold night, that's when your summer veggies will be no more. So for now, start collecting up your seeds and your egg cartons and get started. I hope a little bit of this resonates with you.